welcome to the studio! Today I'm going to talk about Krita. It's a free drawing program that I love and I'm really passionate about this. It's not sponsored, of course, they rely only on donations. They don't even have ads or anything, it's completely free software. So I started digital drawing on Photoshop. I learned that for a long time because it's the industry standard, which I think is silly because it's such an expensive program and it's also really not that user-friendly. It's hard to learn, in my opinion. Krita is very similar, but it's free and it's actually designed for drawing instead of for editing photos. And now I'm going to show you 10 reasons/features why I prefer Krita over Photoshop. Let's go! 1. So first of all, I work on my laptop and it has this Flippy function that you can make it like this and then you can draw on it real nicely, but then you don't have a keyboard, so you can't do Ctrl+Z and other shortcuts. But Krita has this undo button that's available here and you don't have to go through any menus. Then a lot of functions are just easier to access. 2. Another favorite function of mine is the recent colors menu. This is automatically enabled. So let's say I'm drawing this in this image, it's not finished yet, and I draw this plant pot here, whatever, and I want to draw a plant in the same color green as the other parts of the image. Then I could, of course, get my color picker and pick it, but it's also in my recently used colors, so I can just pick it here and draw a plant and go to the other green that I use all the time. And then go to this yellow that I use sometimes in this book, for example. And it's so convenient. I love it. 3. Okay, so this is a really fun feature. It's called wraparound mode. It's for drawing patterns. You go to View, wraparound mode, and to enable it. And then it tessellates your drawing to be a full repeat pattern. And you can color it and it will appear like everywhere around. And another fun thing is that if you draw outside of your canvas, then it automatically shifts it for you. This is not an automated function in Photoshop, at least at this moment. 4. So Krita has a much more advanced brush engine, which means you can do a lot more things if you are into making your own brushes. So you can, for example, set these curves for the pressure or anything. It really has a lot of options. I'm not going to go into all the things it can do right now, but it's cool. And one thing that's really cool it can do, for example, is have colors inside of the brushes. So Photoshop can only do a brush that you can change the color of, but this one can have all the colors of the brush integrated. You can, for example, have a rainbow brush like this. Isn't that cool? I love it. I made this one myself. 5. Krita also has much nicer brush icons than Photoshop has. 6. In Photoshop, if you draw a line over the edge of your canvas, it doesn't save anything outside of your canvas. Krita does save those things. So if you are, for example, thinking, oh no, I don't want this thing to be square, I want it to be bigger, and you crop it out, and then you can see it saved a bunch of it, which can be really useful because you don't have that harsh line you have to work around, but more organic stuff. 7. You can also have this preview here of what's on your layer, which is really nice, I think. It's because these tiny icons, they're sometimes really hard, but then if you hover over them, you can see exactly what's on your layer. 8. Another feature I like is the gamut masks. This is the full color spectrum and there's now a mask on top of it. You can also choose another one. I like this one. And then you can only pick colors within a certain range. And then you will always have a nice palette that works. So here only like warm colors. You can use the darker or the lighter versions. And then also some blue for pop-off contrast. And then you can create really nice color palettes easily. 9. So Krita is much nicer for animation. Photoshop, you can animate it but the functions are kind of annoying, and to make it easier you have to download some plugins and install them, but Krita becomes preloaded with this animation features. I made this in there. It's a little guy waving a flag, and you can use their layers and everything, and it's really nice. 10! And it can save you $60 a month. Or 30, I don't know how much they charge for Photoshop these days. I hope you like that. You're gonna try it out, because you've got really nothing to lose. It's free, it's awesome. Both programs have a bit of a learning curve to them, so don't be discouraged if you don't get it like in the first second you open it, because you just have to know where all the buttons are, you know. But overall, it's a really great program, and I think it's a solid alternative to Photoshop. See you in the next video. Bye. In the meantime, follow my Instagram. It's cool, I make drawings, mostly on Krita. See you next time. Bye.